Welcome everybody to the June 2018 club meeting of North Fulton Amateur Radio League. I'm Darrell, K4RGK. I'm president of North Fulton. Welcome everybody. Hello.
Hello.
Little logistics first. Please silence your communication devices. Neil would say put it on stun. Your exits are through the front door where you probably came in. There's a rear door through the kitchen for an emergency exit. Coffee, water, and fire extinguishers in the kitchen. Restrooms along the entranceway. And please watch out for the cords when you come up here. Please help us store the chairs, tables, sweep the floor, and we got to take out the trash and everything before we leave the building tonight. And we got a couple of guys that'll help make sure we stack the chairs properly. We've had it happen where they weren't stacked quite right, and it's difficult to do anyway, but nevertheless, it was falling on some of the older ladies the next time we went to get it. So let's try not to do that.
That's bad.
We'll end the program by 9 p.m. and we got a little social time. We don't have to get out of here until 9:30. Please wear your name badges or a logo shirt like this one. Talk about that in a minute if you don't have one. Roll call. All right, trying to implement something new. If you're new, first time to a meeting, maybe a new member, you should have been able to get a green dot when you signed in back there with Fred and Tony. So, I want to welcome any new members or first timers. Anybody? First time? Mark, here's it. You have been here, but you are a new member now. Mark, let's see. Call sign. KN4M.
HXJ.
HXJ. Very good. Thanks, Mark.
We got one more.
And one more.
One more. I'm Bruce, KN4LSI. Got my general and in April.
Okay, did you join? Are you just visiting? Did you join NFARL or?
So at HamFest, I met Jim Stafford, did his QRP presentation. Reached out to him. Is Jim here tonight?
Yeah.
And he invited me over to his shack as well. So
7 o'clock.
I'm getting a good jump start.
Excellent. And then so you joined as well, right? Or did you?
I have not joined the club. Actually, I live in Marietta. I'm really between Woodstock and Marietta.
Okay.
I'm kind of dual purpose right now, so this weekend I'll probably be at the Cherokee and the North Fulton. I'm so impressed with your website and organization that I just had to come over and check you out.
Excellent. Well, we're so glad to have you. Thanks for coming. So at the end of the program tonight, we've got a door prize drawing, which is a $25 HRO gift certificate, and a 50-50 drawing. If you bought your tickets back there, Fred will total it up. 50% of the proceeds will go to the club and 50% to the winner of the drawing. Membership, we'll call on Pavel, AC4PA, our membership chairman, to talk about membership. And get ready.
What can I say? I told you that we are a club with more than 300 members. So that's what happens when you don't renew. You see, we need 3 members to renew tonight. Please do that, or join even better.
What did you update?
2.
One more.
We need one more. Oh, the more the better. So go and see Fred and 4CLA and give him your money.
When did you make that total?
Today.
Today.
At what time?
I checked. So
I went up to 2 p.m. So
yes, I checked before leaving, and it's 298. Yes, thank you. But still, we still need more numbers. It should be more than 300. Please check this list, and many thanks to you who are in the green list. And check yourself, check your friends if they haven't renewed yet or forgot to renew or whatever. Just remind them, please. Thank you for your support.
And then, so okay, and then talk about NFARL activities. We got Mark Coleman, our activities chairman, KJ4YM.
Thank you, Darrell. Oh gosh, that pain feels good. Let's go down the list here. We got the ARS group that meets every second Tuesday, meets the second Tuesday of each month, so it that way. We got field day coming up this weekend. If you're not familiar with field day, I think Scott's around here somewhere. Scott's our chairman. Scott's back there in the back. You need to see Scott, he'll sign you up. We got Hungry Hams on Wednesday at Slopes Barbecue at 34 East Cherokee and East Crossville, I'm sorry. And we usually have a good time there. And sometimes the crowds get pretty big. I mean, we've had as many as 20, 25 people there, easy. So, and then we got the Royal Order of Old Geezers at the Reveille Cafe at Shallowford and Sandy Plains Road. That meets on Saturday mornings at 9 o'clock. And then we got our repeater nets. We got TechNet on Monday night, and Stephen's our net control. There's Stephen right back there. And Stephen had a great net last night with some battery stuff. I really enjoyed that. We got a wild net on Thursday night at 8 p.m. And we got the ARES net every Sunday night at 8:30. I've got this thing right here that says Ham Station Tours. This is kind of just put that in there. It's a new idea that I'm coming up with for August and September time frame, is for newly licensed hams to visit ham shacks for various hams. And you'll probably know more next month. You will know more next month when we flesh this out so that we can get some people to, especially if you're a new ham. And then you say, well, how do I set my station up? What do I need to do? What's the minimum amount? And then you go to these shacks and you can see what they've done. We got the Stone Mountain Ham Fest November the 3rd and 4th, and we got Ham Jam November the 10th. And then we also have Huntsville Ham Fest in August, and I thought I put that on there, but I didn't. That's August the 18th and 19th, and Huntsville usually is a pretty good ham fest. I really enjoy that one. Any questions or comments? Ian?
Couple of additions, if I may.
Yes.
Field day. This is something Scott won't cover. Huh? We're getting there? Okay. 13 colonies right after field day.
Oh yeah, I forgot about 13 colonies. Thank you very much.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate that. We do have 13 colonies coming up the week of July the 4th, and we've got about 5 members here in the organization that's going to be working a special call sign for that. And I appreciate you mentioning that to me. Anything else? Yes, in the back.
Yeah, this is John, K4SQC. I think I offered in the e-news that if any of you want to try and work Baker Island on FT8, you're going to have to do some special setup to do that. You're going to have to be able to run fox and hound mode. So if you want to do that, I did offer to have you over to my shack on a Thursday night to talk about that.
That's Thursday this week?
Well, it starts the 27th, so we're kind of out of time.
Okay. Okay.
So let me know. You can use johnnyclude@gmail.com.
Any other questions?
Just a comment, I think it's a terrific idea what you put in there for hand station tours. And I think it's a great way to welcome new members and get folks on their way. So
I know when I first got licensed, went over to Jim's shack and said, this is the way you do it. With all the mess in there, you know, all this.
Well, that was genius at work, Mark.
Yeah, and mine looks the same way today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. Okay, Georgia Cuso party. You want to do that now? You want to talk about field day first? Your choice. Okay. All right, so Ian and Scott are both field days this weekend. Everybody know that? Anybody here not know? All right, how about this? Who's going to be at field day? Wow, that's awesome. That is great. Who's going to be operating at field day? Excellent. That's about 75% everybody's going to be there. Fantastic. All right, so Ian's going to talk about field day food, about the dinner. I thought I was going to get a whole lot of people saying they'd be at the dinner. Not many people say they were operating, but anyway. So here we go, and then Scott will talk about field day after that. Thank you.
Who plans to eat at field day? Okay, if you plan to eat at field day and you haven't sent an email to fdfood@nfarl.org that says, I'm coming to field day, here's how many people are coming with me, and here's the side dish I'm going to bring, You may be disappointed by the time you get there. Please RSVP by midnight tonight. That's in 4 hours and 14 minutes, it looks like, if you have not already done so. If you're in the room and you haven't done so and you've got your smartphone with you, while Scott's talking about the other stuff around Field Day, pull your phone out, send an email to fdfood@nfarl.org, and that'll go to my wife Lynn and say, I'm bringing 2 people, I'm bringing 3 people, I'm bringing 27 people, and here's the side dish or dessert that I would like to bring. She will get all those emails, she will respond back to you and acknowledge your RSVP and your contribution to the picnic, and that way she will know she has to order the barbecue tomorrow morning. So if we don't hear from you by midnight tonight, we're going to assume you're not coming to the picnic, and we don't want to do that. Any questions? If you have any questions come up or you have any issues, Bob.
Is there a list of those that have RSVP'd?
I do not have it. My darling wife has it.
Okay. Well, I think I've done it 2 or 3 times, but I still don't
Check your sandbox, Bob.
Check your spam box, check your junk filter. Come on, Bob.
Email
Wait.
address one more time.
Fox Delta, Fox Oscar, Oscar Delta, at November Foxtrot Alpha Romeo Lima dot Oscar Romeo Golf.
Do it in CW.
I'm not that good. I never studied Klingon. That wasn't an offering when I went to school. If there are any other questions, I'll be here. I'll be here all night. I'll be here at the end. Ping me, hit me up on the way out the door if you have any questions. I'll be glad to answer them. Thanks. Scott?
Thank you, Ian. Yes, please pull out those smartphones and send that email. Okay, all right. I'm going to put that down over here. It's here. My wife is saying, don't you ever volunteer for anything. But it's been a lot of fun. I've got to meet a lot of great people. We've got all of the equipment, we've got all of the facility, we've got everything ready to go. We've got the sign-ups we did last May have been great. Hopefully you all got an email reminder. If you didn't get an email reminder, consider yourself reminded now for whatever you signed up for. We'll see you on Friday. We're going to start 8 o'clock officially, but if you want to come earlier at 7 and help us reconnoiter and
Friday?
set things up. Did I say Friday?
You said Friday.
I said Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like
Okay.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 0700 for those of you who have military background, and at 0800 we're actually going to be after it full bore. They're bringing the tents at 1400 and setting them up, and then at 0800 on Saturday morning we're going to have a bunch of little guys and girls now, Scouting USA, is that what we call it officially? We're going to be doing our merit badge. Any of you that can get yourself out of bed on a Saturday morning early enough to run over there and help herd these cats called Scouts, we want to make sure they get signed in for attending. You had something, Fred?
Yeah, are you aware of the buses?
Yes. We have asked the buses to be moved.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. It's a big empty parking lot. It's a convenient place to park your City of Roswell Recreation and Parks Activities buses. We're going to have them moved off to a different lot so that we'll have our lot, the lot, for us to use. Steve?
Has anybody checked out the power in the shelter?
That's been asked twice tonight. I guess it's an important something.
Yes, it is.
I will put my voltmeter on it before Friday. Yes, sir.
I'll be up there checking it tomorrow.
There you go.
Done.
Thank you. Yes.
All right. So it's going to be checked multiple times by multiple people with multiple devices and multiple motivations. So it'll be taken care of by multiple meters,
Yes.
multimeters. All right. Okay. One last thing, guys. Where is Corey? On your feet. I mentioned him in May. This young man and his mom are going to do our go-to station overnight. So y'all need to make sure that you pump him full of caffeine and Red Bull and
There will be plenty of age-appropriate caffeinated options available.
There is, by the rules, a limit of 500 QSOs on our go-to station. I want to hit that number. I want to hit that number hard. And if we get that number and we still have time left, we're going to keep on going and having fun. But 500 points will count. Let's get to 500 QSOs. That's something this club's never done before. You've got grandchildren, nieces, children. Don't bring the neighbor's children without the neighbor's permission. But we would love for you all to keep that go-to station busy and let's get that 500 QSOs on that go-to station. Let's set that benchmark real high. One more.
Make sure you sign in when you come
Yes, yes. Pavel, thank you, Pavel. You have been great. I said I need some help getting the table set up and the computer for registration. He's got a whole program on that computer, tells you everything about our club and everything, where everything's going to be at field day. Thank you, publicly, thank you, Pavel, for that. And it all resides on a Raspberry Pi. So, come and see, if nothing else, come and marvel at our registration computer on a Raspberry Pi on Saturday and overnight and Sunday. And at 2 o'clock on Sunday, when they wave the checkered flag, we could sure use some help tearing down. 90 minutes max. We'll have everything down, packed up, and if you're still at the park at 4 o'clock, it's by your own choice. We will be done and out of there by 4 o'clock.
You want me to bring my cannon for 2 o'clock in the afternoon?
If you want to have a shotgun start, that might be a good thing. Can just get all the stations started at the same time. Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you, Steve. You may have seen the blast that came out. It's sort of a short notice thing. But not only did we get a recognition by the city of Roswell making this week Amateur Radio Week in Roswell last night, and the city of Alpharetta, we received a proclamation making this week Amateur Radio Week in Alpharetta. So we have been honored in 2 big cities. So, I mean, the rest is gravy, right? I've taken too much time. Thank y'all.
I really want to thank Scott. I mean, he has put in so much work into field day, and it's a thankful. And Steve Kemp, yeah, he approached me and said, you know, we get these other mayors to do it. I said, yeah, go for it. Do you think you can do it? He actually made that happen. That's amazing. That's amazing. All right, and then something else is happening with Steve. Steve, tell us what's going on.
Now, a lot of you know me, some of you don't. Most of you don't know my daughter, okay? But about 10 days ago, she received an email from the ARL Foundation, okay, informing her that she was the recipient of North Fulton's scholarship for 2018. And she couldn't be here tonight, so Wes and Daryl wanted me to come up and tell y'all, okay? So I did. But she'll be here for all of you that are coming to field day. She's coming to field day, and she'll say a nice little speech and everything like that. But I felt really good about it, you know, one of our own getting the scholarship and everything like that. So thank you.
Let's give it the next slide here. NFARL apparel, I mentioned earlier, if you don't have a name badge or a logo shirt, you can get one on the Mart, our world-renowned website, NFARL.org. Go down the left-hand column and choose Mart and log in there. You don't have to log in to look around. You log in and you can purchase a lined or unlined jacket, a polo shirt, or a button-down shirt. So the next, we'll be placing another order July 1st. I haven't looked recently, Fred. I don't know if you have, but if there's any orders there. But,
I have not seen any come in.
so if there's no orders there, we will not be placing an order. So it's with sadness that NFARL wants to remember a long-time NFARL member, some of you may have seen on the reflector, that Jack Sanders' NC4E is now SK. Let's take just a moment here. You know, as I was looking for a picture of him to put up here and I didn't find it, what I did find was Squelch Tales from 1989, and it mentioned him in there as the Georgia Section Emergency Coordinator in 1989. John, you want to add something?
No, not much. I mean, Jack was around with us for a long time, and probably most renowned for passing me on my novice 30 years ago, but I always remembered him for that. So keep his family in your thoughts and prayers. If we give that Georgia QSO part as well. Okay. I think you may have seen this in the e-news if you read the e-news on Georgia QSO Party. And for perspective, I think we were somewhat around 600,000+ in prior year. So we made a great improvement. Our goal was to get more participation, and we certainly exceeded that in the amount of people that participated. The score was secondary, although we figured that would come with the participation. So I think everybody had a lot of fun. We've got a stack of awards here. If we could squeeze them in, if you want to do that, you just got to hustle up here and get them. So the first one, I say here, did anybody spell NFARL? As you know, we had 10 stations on the air, beginning with 1x1 call signs, N4N, N4A, N4F, N4R, and N4L, and likewise with the Ks. And only one member of the club submitted and earned the Spell NFARL Award, and actually did it working all 10. The only station in the country to work all 10. And we did get some from Canada and from out west and Texas, and that like to play the game. So it creates some interest, but the 1x1 call signs also help us to boost our scores because those stations tend to score a little better. And so this goes to Neil Foster, N4N. Actually, I found working Georgia QSO Party, as most of you did, it's sometimes harder to work the in-state stations. So Neil had to be persistent and got it done. So great job. And now we'll run through with my trusty assistant here, and we'll try and do it quick. We can't say enough about our N4N rover. And maybe Mike Roden and Tim will talk about that. I know they gave a presentation earlier in the year about how they set that up. But of our 837,000 points, they had 310,000. Wow. And they were low power and mixed mode. So I see Tim here, WK4U. I don't believe that Max, Faulkner, and Mike are here tonight, so we'll hold off on their award.
Max moved to
St. Simon's, tough duty. We'll send him one. We're going to run quick. And the category on that was first place, low power overall for the club. Another rover multi, low power, just phone operation, W4G, another try effort. Steve Knittel, AB4TT, Bill Cobb, K4YJJ, John Norris, N4IHV.
All right.
And that was, when we say first place overall, we're referring to the NFARL Challenge, of course, and which is more important, I guess. Anyway, no, that's all right. No, we're not posing. I never really wants to get her pose on me. That's right. Multi-op, low power phone, second place overall. First place, Lumpkin County. W4QQ, which was manned by John Clute, K4SQC, and Bob Lear, W4ZST. And so I said second place overall for multi-op phone. So first place overall for a multi-op phone was K4R, run by the team of Lori and Daryl Young, K4UPI. And then we had another powerful rover station that contributed to our score, K4F, our F for field day, Scott Straw. First place overall low power mixed for rover.
Scott, front and center.
And we had 4 high power phone entrants. Single operator, first place overall, K4L Chuck Catlich.
Hey, Chuck. All right. Thank you.
Second place overall, first place Fulton County, high power phone, Ian Kahn, KM4IK. And then third place overall, Jay Drew, KC4JD, not here tonight. And then we also, well, we'll recognize the others later. So let's pass over David. K4VBM, Bob Hensey, second place overall, single operator, low power mixed. And first place, Gwinnett County, second place overall. Is Mike Nolan here, N4ABI?
Yeah, here he comes.
All right. Mike was, he was first place in Cobb County and first place for a rookie class. Great to be the first place rookie, and Cobb County is one of the big dog counties, so nice job, Mike. And then Neil Foster, N4FN, I think he's first place on 80 and 40 meters, second place Cobb County. Okay, and Chaz won first place single op phone. I don't think he's here. Second place single op phone, Steve Mays, operating under K4A. And I don't think Joel is here. Larry, A4Q, I didn't see. Bob Coleman. No. Fred Moore.
Oh, Fred?
Fred got in the hunt this year. And no, keep going. N4 CLA. We passed him and Larry. There you go. Third place, Fulton County. Is Lee Gassett here, KF4OLO? No. Lee Stone, Rick Black. Okay, first place. Big scores here. Single operator, CW, low power, N4R, Bob Beeman, K4BB. And right on his heels, second place low power, CW, N4L, Pavel Ani. And Phil is not here. And then another one of our big multi-op QRP mixed mode stations was N4F, headed by Jim Stafford, W4QO. First place overall in their category. Is Greg Gilbert here? KN4APC? No. Diane Pete, KN4KSD, and Colby Pete, KN4KSE. Please come up and get a certificate. Paul Leadingham, K4MPD. I always have trouble.
W4QO QRPT.
Right, the N4F station call sign, KE4WYU. I think I saw that one. There he is. George Garber. There should be one more there. Thank you. Congratulations, gentlemen and ladies. That's last year, she's not here. Thank thank you all for participating. It was a lot of fun, and make it a goal next year to beat your score and keep the score. Maybe we'll get to that million mark yet, we'll see.